Hello friends, welcome to Technique. This is Nirmal here, and in this video we're gonna do a detailed review of the new Redmi Note 10. So Redmi Note 10 is the budget device announced by Xiaomi under the Redmi Note 10 series. Now this device retails for 11,999. That's the base variant, the 4GB RAM and the 64GB internal storage variant. Now there has been a lot of upgrades when you compare with the Redmi Note 9, which just launched last year. You get a Super AMOLED display, you get an upgraded Snapdragon 678 chipset, then you get better cameras. So there has been a massive upgrade in terms of features offered by the Redmi Note 10. Now the pricing is extremely competitive at 11,999 and probably one of the really good devices in terms of hardware at this price segment. But is it really the best device in terms of performance and overall user experience? That's what we are going to talk about in this detailed review. So if this is your first time on this channel, do hit that subscribe button and also hit the bell icon to get notified of all the videos we publish. So let's begin the detailed review. So first up, let's have a look at the design and build quality. Now one of the standout aspects about the Redmi Note 10 has to be the design. Now if you look at the Redmi Note 9 launched last year, it was kind of a bulky device, heavy device. Now with the Redmi Note 10, Xiaomi has done a lot of groundwork in terms of design. You can see it's more sleek design. You can see the device is slim, lightweight, and also the curved edges on the back panel gives a good in-hand feel. The weight distribution is really good and it is under 200 grams. And you can also see that the matte finish on the back panel looks really good. Now the camera placement and the Redmi logo and everything looks perfectly well in terms of design aspect. So this is definitely one of the good looking devices out there, and design has to be one of the standout features of the Redmi Note 10. Now you also get a punch hole camera here. The display, you can also see the bezels are kind of minimal for the price segment. So overall in terms of design aspect, we definitely feel the Redmi Note 10 is definitely a good looking device out there. You also get the side mounted fingerprint scanner which works really well. Everything looks really good in terms of design aspect. Now the build quality again looks really good, especially the back panel, which gives it a matte finish even though it's not a glass material used. It's a polycarbonate material, but the material quality and the fit and finish looks really good. So for a 12,000 price device, this is definitely good build quality offered by Xiaomi. So that's the design and build quality, and here we don't have anything to complain in terms of the fit and finish or the design aspect. Now next, let's move on to the display. So this is one of the massive upgrades with the Redmi Note 10 series. Now it comes with an AMOLED display. You can see that this is the AMOLED display which has been provided. Now it comes with a peak brightness of 1100 nits, which is really good, and you can see that this device offers good overall experience. It's a standard 60 Hz refresh rate, but still this is one of the really good displays out there. Now the display quality is definitely great, and overall if you look at Xiaomi Redmi Note series, this is probably the first time we are seeing an AMOLED display. Now this is a Super AMOLED display at this price segment, and we don't see any other phones in this price segment offering Super AMOLED display at 11,999. So that way also Xiaomi has nailed the competition with extremely good display qualities being offered. Now there is also Gorilla Glass 3 protection on the display, so you don't have to literally worry about the display aspect. It's definitely one of the good displays out there. Even the outdoor visibility and brightness looks great. Next, let's move on to the software. So this is one area where there have been many complaints regarding the MIUI performance. Now here we get a MIUI 12 and we get Android 11 out of the box, which is pretty good. Now MIUI has been one UI which has been showing ads on the Redmi devices, and apart from that there has been a lot of bloatwares included in MIUI. Now with the Redmi Note 10, Xiaomi is changing things here a bit. Now what Xiaomi has said that there are pre-installed apps, like a few of the pre-installed apps are there, but what Xiaomi is saying that you can uninstall every other pre-installed app except for the core apps, which are the dialer, the camera, the settings, and a couple of other apps from Xiaomi. Other than that, all the pre-installed apps can be removed. So if you don't want them, just remove them. You have the freedom to remove them. Now ads thing, that is there because all the Xiaomi devices, or rather the Redmi devices, have ads. So that is something which you can customize while installing. You can turn off ads to an extent. So that's one thing. Now otherwise the MIUI performance on the Redmi Note 10 has been quite good. We did not see any sort of lag or issues because the Qualcomm Snapdragon 678 did perform pretty well on this device. Now the MIUI has been quite good. In terms of memory management, there is still room for improvement because it's not the best out there in terms of memory management. But overall the performance of the MIUI has been quite good for the 12K price segment. So there isn't much to complain here. Next, let's move on to the performance. So this is the first time we are seeing the Qualcomm Snapdragon 678 chipset in India. So the Redmi Note 10 comes with the Qualcomm Snapdragon 678, and if you look at the 678, this is the successor of the 675 launched couple of years back. Now we had the Redmi Note 7 Pro launched with this chipset. It was a really performing chipset. Now with a lot of 700 series chipsets coming in, the 678 is the successor of the 675. Now in terms of performance, it did a quite good job overall in terms of day-to-day experience. We hardly saw any sort of lag or issues, and whatever app it was running, no issues. Now again, the memory management was not that great because the MIUI was loading some of the apps from the memory. That's something different, but otherwise the performance side, it was quite smooth and lag-free experience, and for a 12K price segment we couldn't have asked for more. Now in terms of gaming experience, this is where Xiaomi could have done better because we did see a bit of lag. In fact, not a bit of lag, in fact there was lag while playing games on the Redmi Note 10. So we have done a detailed gaming review. You can also check out that video to see how good the performance has been. So there was some heating issues and throttling. As a result, there was some lag happening, especially when playing heavy graphic rich games like COD. So you can check out our detailed gaming video to see an idea about how the gaming performance has been. Now this device comes with a side mounted fingerprint scanner. So the side mounted fingerprint scanner performance is really good. Even the face unlock was kind of a smooth experience and no issues whatsoever in the unlocking mechanism. Now this device comes with stereo speakers, again something which is really good. So if you are a person listening to songs, this is something which is great. You get stereo speakers, and the sound output is also pretty good. Now talking about the SIM card, so this device comes with dual SIM cards, and you get an expandable slot as well, and you get 4G LTE, dual VoLTE, and carrier aggregation is also included, and voice over Wi-Fi is also included on this device. So it's fairly equipped in terms of overall experience. It does not have 5G because the Snapdragon 678 chip does not support 5G, and also India does not have 5G as of now. Now that's the explanation given by Xiaomi because why 5G is not available on this device. Now moving on to the camera. So this is one area where we are seeing again an upgrade. We have the 48 megapixel Sony IMX582 sensor. Now this is a sensor we have seen on a lot of smartphones. It's a tried and tested sensor which works really well. Here again, if you look at the camera quality offered by the Redmi Note 10, it provides good experience overall. The daylight captures were quite good sharpness levels, detailing, colors were more or less accurate, and did a quite good job overall. We have done a detailed camera review. You can also check out that video. Here are some samples we have taken with the Redmi Note 10. They come quite good for the price segment. The ultra wide angle also came out quite well. There is a macro sensor available which did a pretty good job overall. Probably one of the best macro sensors below the 12,000 price segment. The portraits also came out quite well. Now the low light experience isn't that great, but we can't complain much because of the price segment. We get a decent details with the low light experience, and also the night mode helps in bringing better details. And if you look at the selfie experience, again we're quite happy with whatever selfie experience is being provided here. Now video recording was not that great. It could have been improved. But then again at 12K price segment, probably a decent camera out there. Nothing much to complain in terms of camera aspect, because again if you look at the competition, they don't provide these kind of features at this price segment. So if you look at the price segment and the competition, this is a well built camera on the Redmi Note 10. Now finally moving on to the battery and the charging. So this device comes with a 33 watt charger, bundle charger 33 watt in this price segment, and you get a 5000 mAh capacity battery. Now we have done a charging test. In case you are not seen, you can have a look at that. Now this device comes with a really good battery life, and you can get like more than a day of battery life, almost like 1.5 days of battery life easily on this device. So battery life is stellar on the Redmi Note 10, and you can get almost like 9 hours of screen on time. Again, screen on time is something which depends on user to user. We got based on our user usage, so it might vary. So 8 to 9 hours is easily possible on the Redmi Note 10 in terms of the battery life. So summing up, how good is the Redmi Note 10? Now Redmi Note 10 ticks almost all the right boxes for a budget smartphone price 12K. You get a really good build quality, good design, the usability aspect is also really good, the display is stellar, and the cameras are kind of good, performance is decent, gaming is something which is not that great, and battery life is again stellar. You get 33-watt charging. Now the downsides or the cons of the device, this is definitely not a device for gamers. We tested with heavy graphic rich games, and gaming was not that not a strength of the Redmi Note 10. So if you are more into gaming, probably you can check out other devices. This is definitely not a device for gaming. And apart from that, the MIUI a bit of struggles with the memory management. We have said this in our when we talked about the software aspect as well. The MIUI struggles a bit in terms of memory usage, so that's another thing, and then the ads of course on the MIUI. So these are the cons of the Redmi Note 10. But overall, at a price of 11,999, we feel this is best value for money device you can get right now, because if you look at the specs and the overall experience, you can't get a better device right now at this price segment, that is 11,999, which can actually beat the Redmi Note 10 even with the cons listed. So that's a detailed review. Hope you enjoyed watching this video. Do hit that like button and also hit the subscribe button for more videos. Thanks for watching. Hope to see you in our next video. Have a great day.